Hi guys, this is Naglaa. I'm here to do a reading for Twin Flames and Divine Partners for the month of August. I wanted to channel information that was going to be very pertinent to us at this time. It's going to be information that is going to give us some guidance about the Lionsgate energy and about what's happening with the collective of Twin Flames and Sacred Partners. For those who are just starting to tune in, I'm a clear spirit channel. I am a quantum healer and an energy healer, and I do intuitive readings for my clients. If you want to know more information about my services, please check my website, soulspeak.com. You can also join my Facebook group, Soul Speak, and I'll leave a lot of details about my social media below this video, so you can tune in and get notified about my posts and about the channeled energy messages that I usually bring in, and about my work and the events I'm going to be having this year. So first, I'm doing this reading on August 1st. It is a super full moon that is happening in Aquarius, and we're also at the beginning of the month of August. So we are in the energies of Lionsgate, energy portal. For those who want to know about Lionsgate, during Lionsgate energy portal, we have a peaking experience with light codes and information and downloads coming to us from our central sun, from Sirius, our spiritual sun, going through our own sun. And there's a lot happening with Orion's Gate, lining up with the pyramids of Giza, and also there's a lot of astrological happenings at the same time. But during Lionsgate portal, we this is usually like an energy portal where we are being bombarded and fully guided into our ascension codes and activation codes, where our DNAs will be upgraded, our energies are going to be upgraded, and also our karmic cycles are being put under the microscope with a lot of light, where we have to face our shadow side, face our karmic events head on, like fiercely, like the lion. This time when I tuned into the energies, there's, for those who, if you're following my channeled messages, you'll see that I've been talking a lot this year about karmic cycles fully ending, and about the initiation of new cycles, new identities, and our new abilities that are finally starting to really break the ceiling. It's like the idea of a whale breaching the surface, and that's really what the guys are showing me right now. This is why it is so intense right now, and this is why the energies for the collective, and not just for those on the twin flame journey or the secret love journey of divine partners, but for everyone on this planet, are now being put to the test. They're being cornered, and they're being fully guided to move into their ascension selves, to upgrade themselves into their light bodies, and to really tune into the divine messages that are coming towards all of us, so we can finally uphold the messages of light and uphold the idea of unconditional love on this earth, and raise the vibration of this planet, so it's no longer that heavy, dense planet that even all our family and the galactic families are just looking at us and just saying, oh my God, what's happening with this planet. So this is a time where for many people are really starting to tune into the spirit and tuning into these messages, where we are ready to embark on a new level of ascension happening all over the planet. But for many people, just looking at the people around you, you'll see many people starting to tune in and to finally heed the message of spirit, and to finally understand, or at least be curious about our presence on earth, and our missions and light workers and ideas that maybe used to be in the past that were so far out there, they're becoming more mainstream right now, you know, and you know, becoming available to all of us to tune into. This video, I didn't really pull cards for it, but I wanted just to tune into spirit and channel what comes to me about, you know, the energies right now. And at the same time, if I you know, feel guided to sorry, this has been really bothering me. I feel guided like to pull cards about, you know, something that the guys want to you know, share with us today. I'll just definitely do so. Let me just tune in and bring in the messages that are coming towards us. And I'm going to be like also talking about what the divine masculine are specifically going through and what divine feminine are going through. And again, you know, what is happening between the two energies. So I'll tune into, you know, as I mentioned, I'll tune into what's happening with both energies, and at the same time, the union energies that are happening right now, which is the combination of both the masculine and the feminine energies. So let me just invite spirit and see what's coming through. The first thing that I just heard and saw, they wanted to talk about the word freedom and the idea of what freedom is for us right now. They're saying as we're right now able to connect to many ideas regarding this word freedom, and how freedom is really translated in within each and every person. They're saying that perception is really where things can differ between one person to the other. It's not about the freedom, the word freedom itself, it's about how we perceive what freedom really means. For some, they're saying that freedom maybe is a financial or a material freedom, where you feel that maybe if you have more finances and more material, you know, prosperities and abundance, then you are free. And they're saying for some, freedom means maybe leaving home and traveling and being away from you know, where you were raised, or away from family, away from your roots, basically, and having the freedom to be able to go and travel and you know, go around the world and doing trips, or you know, just literally the idea of moving and relocating. They're also saying that freedom has been misunderstood in many of the past years, and there are many interpretations of the word freedom. But what they really want us to pay attention to is what true freedom really means. Freedom in itself is a concept, it's a perception, and it is also a verb. Like it's the idea of it is also a verb, and it's an identity. They're also saying that freedom is not just by words, but also about how we interpret the world and how we show up in the world. That's also a big part of what freedom really means. And it's quite interesting that they're, you know, because I had a very interesting download, which was a huge download from Galactic families. And when I was connecting to Galactics, I connect to Pleiadians and Arcturians mainly, but also this time I had a combination of Pleiadian, Arcturian, and Lyrans. And they talked about this idea of freedom several weeks ago. And it's quite interesting that they're bringing this word again now at the time of Lionsgate and at the time of you know, this full super moon and this, you know, an intense energetic time. They're saying that our goal right now and what's happening with humanity on Earth right now is, and they are actually wanting us and recommending, suggesting, offering. They're saying like, whatever you do, just, you know, make it happen, is to focus on what true freedom really means. And for them, and how they want us to look at freedom, is they want us to look at freedom. The freedom is unconditional love. This is when, you know, everything else emanates, is when we're free to love, and we're free to roam, and we're free to express ourselves, and we're free to have compassion, and we're free to have humility, and free to have abundance, and free to have prosperity. They're saying that the more we focus on expressing ourselves through the lens of unconditional love, this is when we are going to experience true freedom on earth, and the true rising of the vibration, and the true ascension, on this planet. And as a collective of twin flames and divine partners and sacred love partners, they want us to keep going, and they want us to keep focusing on what matters the most. And they're gonna, again, they keep circling back. They're literally just drawing circles and circles, and they're showing me the vision of the sign of the infinity, and how everything is connected. And they're saying that as we experience love unconditionally in our connection to our divine partners, as we are experiencing that, and the more we experience this feeling and this idea and this identity, the more they want us to show this to the outside world, because it's not just about having this divine connection with another person or with the energy of your partner, but they also want this whole energy and whatever we do in the healing of that energy to be fully expressed in how we're working with the energies of this earth, and how we are connecting to our fellow humans, and how we do service to humanity in the world. This is how they're saying that this is the only way we're going to raise the vibration of earth, is if we come back to the basics, and the basics are unconditional love, and how as humans we elevate our senses, elevate our energies, and elevate our connection to the divine and the connection to the universe through the expression of unconditional love. They're just really so keen on making this message come forward to the world. And again, they want to remind us that when we are divided, and when we are misaligned with what unconditional love is, this is when we're going to have more and more divisions on earth. And they're saying that it doesn't matter the idea, I want to say maybe the word matrix, or the idea of connections and consciousness. It's, again, we are all part of a divine connection, and we're all part of a divine grid of consciousness on this earth, as well as a connection to the universe and galactic energies outside of our atmosphere. So they're saying just, basically be present, be connected to your roots, be connected to humanity, be connected in all ways that you can to others, and to keep keep division away from you, keep yourself aligned to the divine and aligned to unconditional love, so you know your way, so you can support humanity through this gateway and this portal of the Lionsgate, as more light portals are opening up around the earth. And they're showing me the vision of the Great Pyramids of Giza, and as I've been there so many times, as many of you know that I'm Egyptian, and I deeply connect through blood and through past lives and every way I can to ancient Egyptian history and spirituality. They're showing me that places and sacred places, and like, for example, the Great Pyramids of Giza, and they're showing me other pyramids around the world, like the Mexican pyramids. They're just literally showing me Stonehenge. They're bringing me all over the world with all kinds of sacred locations, and they're saying that they're opening up more portals of light around the earth and around our grid system. And these sacred places are going to be the hub for many of these grid points. And they're saying that we need to keep ourselves awakened to the idea of the misuse of these locations, and that we have to be open to knowing that these are really, really sacred and very, very divine places and grid points around the earth that we need to pay attention to, and to be part of, and to protect, and to know that as much as they're opening portals around these areas, they're also opening up portals of light around specific individuals. Like, you know, we know that many of us, like on this journey, we know many of us are transmuters of energy, and we work on the grid, and we work on creating portals of light, and transmuting energies, clearing energies, helping souls pass to the other side. We also bring light and healing and transmutation of energy. So they're saying that, you know, many of the collective of twin flames or divine partners, many of them are going to be highly activated in their abilities and in their gifts and in their knowledge, so they're able to be at the right time, the right place, where they can transmute energies and lift many of the unhealed karmic cycles away from earth, and basically, you know, do the transponding services, and like be portals of light wherever they go, and, you know, where, you know, their energy and their, you know, their powers and inner powers are going to be very, very potent around these times. Again, it might not be for everyone, but for those who know that they, you know, this is part of their gift and this is part of their mission, this is going to be happening. And for many others, their psychic gifts, their DNAs are going to be highly upgraded, and their healing abilities are going to be highly activated and upgraded during the portal of Lionsgate. They're gonna, you know, many of you are going to be noticing what is happening, and they're going to be noticing that, you know, their third eye, their crown chakras, and even their sacral chakras are also going to be upgrading to allow for you know, these light missions within us to be very potent, and to support humanity, and to support our own healing abilities as individuals. When it comes to the divine masculine energies, they're saying that many of the divine masculine energies have elevated themselves. They are really reaching out to create a new life for them, and many of them have already, like, they listened to the call, they answered the call, and they're ready to fulfill their missions, as they have been, you know, they have been on their missions for a very long time. So again, I really want us to remove the misconceptions that the idea of divine feminine, you know, that the masculine, you know, don't do much. I hear this a lot, you know, in my session, and sometimes from clients, that they feel that their divine masculines are not doing what they're supposed to be doing, and they're not, you know, or they appear as not awakened as a divine feminine. But, you know, a very, very long time ago, from the beginning, Spirit has explained to me that each couple, they really work together as a team. So it's a tit for tat. It is a reflection of each other. And in many cases, a divine masculine, where the ones who activated the connection, because they are representation of the action taking and the forward moving, while the divine feminine have received the message, and they keep working on you know, bringing more light to the connection, and being the feminine energy, where they are downloading more from spirit, and reflecting that back to divine masculine, so they, you know, in turn can work their magic and do the things that they came to earth to do, just like the divine feminine. So again, with the divine masculine energies, they, you know, Spirit is highly confirming for many of us. Again, it depends on where you are in your journey, but just know that many of the divine masculine energies have been fully like awakened, or maybe I don't want to work, maybe not the word awakened is the right one, but it's activated, because activated means that not only that they have the knowledge, but they are also taking action. And I feel with the word awakened, it's more like more like an intuitive messages and downloads coming, and that's what they're also confirming, that it's awakened is just knowledge, but again, when you're activated, it's like there's more action coming in with the knowledge. So you really basically, your both sides, the masculine and the feminine energy within an individual, are working in harmony now. And that's what they're saying. Many of them are becoming more and more imbalanced, and they are releasing those karmic cycles that have long, bogged them down, and have been really holding them back from taking action, like full action towards the divine feminine, because they have been awakened for a while, but they have known what they want to do. They've known their missions. They know about their connection with the divine feminine. They're pretty sure about what that connection means, but at the same time, action takes a while. After, when once we download the spiritual information, action takes its time to be fully materialized, because we're going through the healing and the cycles and the layers that we have to remove, so we're able to take that action. Again, with the masculine or feminine, it's not gender specific, so take it as what it resonates for you. One more message coming in about the divine masculine is that many of them are really, at this time, they're focusing on healing their communication issues. And it's not necessarily about how or when they're communicating with the divine feminine, but it's more about them, communicating their own truth. And it's about becoming their authentic self, and being grounded in that knowledge. Because, in some of the cases, it's not about them being able to talk to their feminine energy. It's about them being in their authentic self before they communicate, because they know how the divine feminine energy can, basically we're, a mirror for each other. So we know what's truth and what's not truth, and what someone is hiding. And, basically we see things very clearly within each other. So again, it's a more focus in the divine masculine energy right now, is to be in communicative, in their communicative truth, and being able to bring their authentic self out to the open without feeling fears of retaliation from others, or feeling the fear of just being who they are. So many of them are really working on that, because they want to present themselves to the world. Many of them are going to start coming forward to the world, really coming out of their shell, showing themselves. And they're showing me a peacock right now with all, so that's, they want to definitely show themselves out to the world, so, and show off as well. So it's going to be quite interesting to see when they show up, and how they show, how they come out of their closets, their spiritual closets, not just, just not any regular closet, but their spiritual closets. Because many of them really want to express how they feel, and they want to express that they are also receiving divine messages, and they're also receiving downloads from spirit. When it comes to the divine feminine energy, like the guides are saying, and I think I brought this message in my last channeled, post and on my Facebook group. So check out that post, and they're bringing that back. They're really asking the divine feminine energy to be focused on being lighthearted, being playful, really like tapping into the energies of self-care and self-love, and connecting to family, friends, and people who enrich your life with positivity, and enrich your life with forward thinking, with unconditional love. And they're also saying to the divine feminine that many of the divine feminine are going to be tapping into their life mission and their life purpose in many new different ways. So they want the divine feminine to be focused on that, and to be open-minded again to receive these messages from spirit, as spirit basically they're opening so many new doors for the feminine energy, so the feminine can walk freely, and they can walk courageously, trusting that they are fully protected and fully safe in their new ventures and their new ideas, and what they want to do up in the world. And they just said dream big. They want the divine feminine energies to really, really dream big, because they are the ones who are going to carry forward, the next shifts and the next activation levels coming to this earth. Of course, along with their masculine, but at the same time, the feminine again is like the spiritual coming into material life, and then the masculine is going to take the spiritual energy coming from the feminine into action in the world. They're saying to be patient as things materialize for many of the twin flame couples and many of the unions. They're saying many of the unions have already materialized. They're already there. And it's not a matter of you dating your twin or you dating your sacred partners. Not really. Union is not really just like that. Although many of us, like, this is an amazing thing that happens as part of our connection to our divine partners, is to be physically and fully physically together. But they're saying that, the unions have already started to happen. And I know personally I've started I channeled more about the unions before, but they're saying that, many of you know that your unions are solid, and they have already materialized and became more and more physical. And again, it's about how you perceive your connection to the other person, and how you perceive your truth, and how you perceive your authentic self. So again, it's all about and my throat chakra is clearing. So there's more communication issues to be healed, for the feminine also. Again, it's another reflection. And it will help that when we have Mercury retrograding by the end of August, and we have Uranus retrograding also. So we're going to be in a lot of retrograde action by the end of August. And, that definitely is going to give us the chance to review, reassess, and reinvent ourselves. And they are putting like so many lines under the word reinvent, because in the way we will, again, this is a message for both energies, and it's about the unions themselves. They're saying unions are being reinvented. Again, union energy is not a limited energy. It is an expansive energy, just like the universe. It is an energy that keeps expanding as we're expanding. So you keep pushing your limits, then your union is also going to be pushed, pushing those limits also to infinity and to unlimited potential and unlimited supply of abundance coming towards you and your divine partner. So with this reading, I hope it gave you some insight about what's happening with Lionsgate. And I know that, with the full moon and with everything happening, we're going to have another blue moon by the end of August. There's so much happening astrologically. There's so much happening intensely with the energies that we're going through. Definitely take care of yourself, as ascension symptoms are going to be becoming very visible for us during Lionsgate energy. And the way I see Lionsgate energy, they say it peaks around 8-8, but I feel the peaking of the energy is happening right now, and the portal is going to be opened. The way I see the portal opening, I see it open. It's going to be open until August 22nd. Some people see different dates, but this is how I'm getting the energies from spirit. So this gives you, like a window of time where you should use that time to your advantage, and to really tap into the light, and to be the light yourself, and to be in your unconditional love space towards yourself and towards others, and to tap into your ascension light codes. With this, I hope you got some insight about, what's happening. And if you would like your own personal reading, please connect with me over my website. I do different kinds of readings and different specialized reading, of course, for twin flames. And I also do light language healing and quantum healing sessions. And I also do bilingual sessions in English and in Arabic. So I hope you enjoyed this month of August, and I'll talk to you soon.